Derrion Reid entered the transfer portal on Sunday night. Derrion Reid was a former five-star, one of the most prestigious recruits in the class of 2024. Consensus top 15-ish guy, but basically a five-star by all services. He only appeared in 24 games for Alabama, started three this year, played 14 minutes a game, just kind of flat out didn't really ever get a rotation spot here. He had some chances early, didn't play great, but I think pretty quickly was just kind of pushed off to the side on a very loaded Alabama team that honestly it made sense to sort of push someone off to the side for, and Darion Reed became that guy. He averaged 6 points a game, 3 rebounds a game, 26% from three, 45% from the floor. He did shoot, let me see this. How many total threes did he shoot? Shot 38 threes in 337 minutes. Felt like more than that when you watched him. Like it felt like he was just out there to shoot. But guess that speaks to how he really didn't get too much of an opportunity on the court this year to show what he can or cannot do. There's an early rumored destination for him. I'll get to that in a moment. But first, Cart, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, you were a pretty big Darion Reed believer at this time a year ago. Do you still believe in Darion Reed?
Yeah, I actually do. I can't throw away kind of how impressive he was at the high school level with prolific, and also how he was able to be successful on the U19 level as well when he played for Team USA. This might be a case where, and correct me if I'm wrong here, G, that Darion Reed's game maybe doesn't fit what Bama's trying to do.
Which is what? Just high volume chuck threes?
Yeah, like that. I think that Darion Reed becomes a solid 3-point shooter, something that you at least respect. But his game is like athleticism, and like you see like the two-way prospects of him being like the 6'8" athlete, who I think is really good on the glass as well. At least he was in high school, in my opinion. I just saw him as like a plus athlete that showed some more things, honestly. My eyes are open on that USA U19 team. I thought he was one of the more impressive players on that team, even if it wasn't smaller spurts, and there were more impressive players on that team, don't get me wrong. But the when I watched him play, I just saw like this 6'8", like possible like two-way guy who I think jumper could come along a little bit better, but the athleticism and everything else is there. And whether it's because of injuries, opportunity, I think both played a factor this year. It just didn't work out at Bama.
Yeah, I think that's fair. The only, like, saying that out loud makes sense. The thing that scares me as you go through that is just this. The Oats system should be so friendly to any good offensive player or NBA player
Hmm.
that if you're like, it's not a good fit, that makes me skeptical of you in general. And I hear what you're saying, but I think that, like, correct me if I'm wrong, the sell on Reed was he was supposed to be a great shooter. So, am I wrong?
Yeah, I don't think he was supposed to be a great shooter.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he was. I could be wrong on that. I thought he was more slasher at this point.
Let me go back and find this because I swear Sell coming in was like he's a shot maker scorer, but he's definitely like a good shooter. But I want to find like EYBL numbers on this.
Yeah, because I thought it was more so like he if he puts it together, like the jumper's not broken, but he's not a shooter. He's more of like a cutter slasher athlete.
Okay, then maybe I completely buy what you're saying. I don't know. In my head, I guess I expected him to come in and make shots, and he just didn't this year. I think 24/7 says he shot 40% from three in EYBL.
Did he? Okay, I
Yeah,
might need. Is there
but
attempts there with that?
14 for 35 in 21 EYBL games, so not super high volumes. That speaks
Okay.
to your point. Okay. We interrupt this sleepers video to talk directly to you, our loyal listener. Have you ever found yourself watching us two idiots thinking, hey, I wish there was a very easy, small way for me to show a token of my appreciation for all of their hard work on all these videos I love to watch? Well, now we have just the way to do that.
Thanks to the beautiful folks over at Underdog Fantasy. They are helping us out this month, presenting a lot of the content coming out this month, giving you a chance with a amazing offer that you can use using our promo code that Gregory will tell you more about.
Yeah, so college hoop season's over. But we got like big time golf tournaments. The NBA playoffs are coming. Baseball season's underway. There's still a bunch of sports on. There's still a bunch of ways to play with Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SLEEPERS. As a new customer, you can get up to 1,000 bonus credits plus a free pick. It's one of the most fun ways to play. It's a great way to support us. And on some actual like non-ad read stuff, talking genuinely here, really helps us because if Underdog loves us, if we get a lot of people to sign up, they're going to help us continue to bring you the content that you love. Show your support. Join Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get up to $1,000 in bonus credits and a free pick. Yeah, maybe that is like if you're like a wing alpha scorer that isn't just like a stand at the 3-point line guy. Maybe Oates is not the right system, but I don't know. At the same time, like it's hard for me to look at the school that had Brandon Miller and be like, "Ooh, you can't play here." Like, and Brandon Miller's a completely different level shooter, but I feel like big wing scorers should work in the Oates system, and Reed, for whatever reason, did not. There's a rumored destination here, but the rumored destination got really interesting with a development that happened last night. He was rumored to be going to Georgia, and it was rumored to be essentially a done deal by the time he even hit the portal. That's what I heard behind the scenes. Now,
He's from Georgia, I think.
I believe so, and I believe
Yeah.
like family involvement, like they just wanted him at Georgia the first time. So, hey, here
Mhm.
you go to Georgia. Uh, then last night, Cannon Catchings committed to Georgia. Cannon Catchings, similarly sized, does a whole lot of the same things that Derrion Reid does.
Hmm.
We saw Cannon Catchings, who was supposed to go to North Carolina. Cannon Catchings commits to Georgia. Jaron Stevenson from Alabama immediately commits to North Carolina. There's a domino effect to these guys when somebody beats you to the punch of where you want to go. So my guess would be that Georgia still wants Darion Reed and will play Catchings and Reed together, but it may get a little complicated here where Darion Reed's chosen expected destination is not somewhere he wants to go anymore. There's some rumors NC State is trying to push and get involved. And obviously, if he reopens his recruitment here, there could be a lot of schools that get involved. So, what do you make of that side of this saga?
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see NC State being a fit for him. I think that you put him in that Will Wade kind of system, and they have some other pieces coming in. Don't really like the thought of see that's the thing. Like I don't like the thought of Derrion Reed and Mackenzie Mbako like on the same team. That's what you're also going to pitch me. Um,
It's kind of like he got beat to the punch at all of these,
but
right?
also in a weird world here, but they get a little weird.
Let's get weird.
Like Derrion Reed's my four. He's my four. Cannon Catchings is my three. I just got kind of these big guys like on the wing, maybe a little bit undersized, kind of front court four at 6'8", but also not that undersized at 6'8". And then you pair a center with that. I think I could kind of get with that. And Cannon Catchings is supposed to be the shooting type, and Derrion Reed's this like under kind of more of an undersized mismatch level four because I think he does a lot of good work. Like he's not the best catch and shoot guy right now, but he is like a good cutter slasher attack you off the dribble on a closeout type player, and I think that could actually work.
Yeah, I mean, game wise, if he's next to Cannon, I don't hate it because Cannon can just like space the floor for him. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's something up here. And I don't know Darion Reed or the family or any of the backstory. This is just me trying to put 1 + 1 into two here. I feel like I don't have a good sense this is going to work out for one reason or another. Even if I believe in his game, the idea of him leaving Bama, where Cart, tell me if I'm wrong, I think he would have played a pretty big role at Bama.
Yeah, there's a lot of chatter that this might not be his choice as much as you think.
Like, if you wanted to play college basketball this year, wouldn't he have been a featured option at Bama this year?
Yeah.
As guys leave. So you decide to get out of a great championship program level team to like, okay, who should want Darion Reed, former McDonald's All-American? It's NC State and Georgia.
Well, I don't think that this is his choice.
Well, whoever's making the choices is making some bad choices, is all I'm saying. And I think, as you mentioned, NC State and Georgia both seem to be locking up guys at his position as he's rumored to be committing there. So for me, just reopen things. This is my consulting advice. Just take a couple days, tell people you're open to anything, and see who reaches out. Maybe someone with a lot of money would reach out. Maybe BYU wants you, Cart.
Come be my four.
That'd be one where a basketball fit actually makes sense in between Keita and Depanza and Saunders. And I don't know. It's something that I feel like there's better destinations than competing with Cannon Catchings or McKenzie and Baco for wing minutes on bad teams.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, we'll see. Derrion Reed, a guy we still believe in, but a lot of questions to be answered.